Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting Lions Den. I am Yahweh Sop. I camp out where Lions Den, Hawan Ben Joshua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akyans, and to the women and children. Kau Halayim La, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ha Rokak Wadash Mahamah. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in holy, in spirit, and in truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawam. Salutation to the Atkins on the four corners of the earth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Well, we got to keep track what's going on with the money and with the banks, right? And it says here, out of opinions. Millions of Americans on the verge of bankruptcy. You see, the bank system is pushing everybody into a corner, right? Because they want them to bow down on their knees and worship the beast bank system that's going to be kicking in pretty shortly, okay? The title of this lesson, He Who Loves Money Is, and I say the F word because I can't say the whole word, right? And I'm talking to our people, the so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds. I'm going to pray a little bit, and then we're going to scripture. Here we go.
So millions and millions of Americans are now on the verge of bankruptcy. And what is going on right now is something we have not seen since the first quarter of 2020, that pandemic, and since 2008, since the great financial crisis. What is happening right now as far as delinquencies is getting out of hand, and millions of Americans have no idea how to get back on top of their bills. I'm going to break down what's going on at this time, how millions of Americans are about to be impacted physically and financially, but what this means to everybody else. So again, I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, explain what is going on and how you will be impacted as well. But before I do, all I ask is one thing. Takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So it's crazy to think that right now, in the end of March of 2025, which is 5 years after the pandemic started, we are now starting to see those signs again. People cannot pay for their monthly bills. They can't even pay for essentials, for the necessities. We learned just last week that 40% of Americans are relying on their tax refund just to pay for their essentials like utilities, food, and housing. Yeah, it's getting insane. But look at this. It says FHA loans fuel mortgage delinquency increase. It says FHA borrowers make up a small share of mortgages but dominate past due loan growth. Yeah, we are seeing FHA mortgages are leading the charge, but it doesn't stop there. Look at this one. This says student loan delinquency rate skyrockets as 4 million borrowers are behind. That was from...
Well, as you can see, it's going to get worse because the bank system has to bring in the new digital system, right? The beast bank system, the invisible money, with new rules, right? It was bad enough that we had to use Federal Reserve note counterfeit paper. Now we're going to have to be trusting the wicked Edomites that they're going to do right by us when they're not. Okay? So I want to go to 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covered after, they have error from the faith, and pierce themselves through with many sorrows. A lot of our people, so-called Negros, Latinos, Native American speckled birds, all they think of and all they believe is that all they have to do is just work hard, and that the more money they make, the better off they'll be. When money is getting worse and worse because the system is changing, right? So they forgot that money, even though, it helps us a little bit to pay the rent, buy food, but it sure is not going to save us, you know? I want to go to verse 5. Let me jump there. Perverse disputing of men of corrupt minded and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness. For such withdraw thyself, right? Withdraw yourself because it is not godliness to worship money, right? You're going to get caught up thinking that you can solve all your problems, and that is not true. That is lying to yourself, you so-called Negros Latinos, American speckled bird. I want to go to 2 Timothy chapter 3. Give me a minute. Chapter 3, verse 5. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. Yeah, how many people we get to hear that they believe in God, but all they do is just believe, right? Now, it's interesting that our people, when they're hungry, they know they got to go to get a job, go to work in order to buy food, right? But when it comes for God, duties, they say, no, all you have to do is just believe and that's it. Okay, well, in some parts they're right, but also there is work to be done, right? For us to remember who we really are. I want to go to Titus chapter 1. Titus chapter 1, verse 16. They profess that they know God, but in works they deny him, being an abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work a reprobate. Yeah, it's amazing how they don't mind doing the work for the Edomites. We are still serving our slavery in this wicked world, but there's a way out. And that way out is to do the work of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, you so-called Negros Latinos, Negros speckled birds who are called in the name of Yahweh Shai, okay? And mostly the work is for men, not for women, okay? I want to go to back to 1 Timothy chapter 6. Let's go verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain, right? We're not here to be chasing becoming billionaires like the Edomites are. We're not here to be chasing that. Verse 7, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. So that's letting us know that whatever we do in this world is not as important, right, than doing the work of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, which when we die, that will be in heaven, what we have done, right, for him, for what he has done for us to begin with, right, the good works. Hebrew chapter 13. Hebrew chapter 13, verse 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such thing as ye have. For he that said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. Right? We got to trust him, because you see what our people don't understand, that the more we do the work of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, we are building up what is called spiritual credit. And that spiritual credit we're building up, when hard time hit, and it's going to hit worldwide, when we cry to him, then he's going to hear us and help us. You see? Verse 6. So that we may boldly say, Yahweh is my helper. I will not fear what man should do unto me. Because now we know that whichever way it goes, if we escape or if we die, we still end up winning. Because we've been doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to go to Psalm 118. 118. Oops. See Daisy. I'm going to start with verse 6. Yahweh is my side. Yahweh is on my side, Salakia, and I will not fear. What can man do unto me? Verse 7. Yahweh takes my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desires upon them that hate me. You see? So it's like playing chess, right? Every move that the wicked make, they're being checkmate. You see? Because they keep pretending that they control everything that's going on, and they control nothing. They never did, and they never will. Right? Just like in the era of Babylonian, right? When Daniel was taken captive. Daniel was given the gift of reading dreams and mysteries, right? And he let the king know that, you're not the one in charge, buddy, and he proved it to them. I think it was Nebuchadnezzar, no, not Nebuchadnezzar, Slakia. Don't come to me right now. I want to go to, well, I'm going to leave it with Psalm chapter 54, keeping it short, verse 4. Behold, power is my helper. Yahweh is with them that what? Uphold my soul. Verse 5, check this out, and I'll leave it with this. He shall reward evil unto my enemies, cut them off in thy truth. You see how powerful it is to speak the truth? And they don't like it because not only it puts the curse on the Edomites, it weakens them, right? It puts them in a state of panic because it's worldwide, you see? The truth is becoming magnified, unstoppable, unbreakable, uncontrollable by the hands of wickedness. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say Shalom.